I think we're live.
Hello, friends. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to give it 1 minute to let some people jump on here and we'll get started. Hope you guys are doing good. We're going to start in just 1 second. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday.
Troy, you're in the cigar lounge today, aren't you?
I am. This is a special day, and so like every other freaking day, I am at the cigar lounge. But today's different. I have a large cigar
That's a
that I
huge
nervously
cigar.
have nervously started already. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. So, guys, welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you being here. I hope you guys can hear us okay. First off, options involve risks, and they are not suitable for all investors. Everything we're about to say here is for entertainment purposes. Uh, as always, consult with your financial advisor before trading options. This is for entertainment purposes only. I hope you are entertained today. So, we have pumped this thing up, and now is the time. So, today is a special day in Option Omega Land. We have two announcements that we want to share with you. There is our friend Maximus. Are you not entertained? All the guesses. Two announcements. The first announcement is we, Option Omega, are in progress, both at the same time, of botting. We have heard the people, we have heard you, and we are working on it. I want to give a quick little update on that. We launched Option Omega, Rusty, Matt, and Rusty and I were software developers. We've told this story a bunch of times. We are software developers. And so we pride ourselves on making a good product. Hopefully, you guys have found it to be a good product. We have enjoyed it. We built it for ourselves. And as we built it, we thought people would like it. And that's how Option Omega started. Um, saying that to say, we built Option Omega, and it wasn't something like, hey, we think a backtester would be really cool. So let's launch it in 2 weeks. Because we're software engineers, we took our time about it. And Option Omega took about a year for us to work on and get it right before we felt confident launching it. Um, Botting is harder than historical backtesting. So the announcement is we are working on it. We're very excited about that, but it's going to take a while because we want to do it well. If anybody's tested any automated trading systems, they are extremely difficult and there are a lot of gotchas. And so we're working on it, but we're trying to take our time about it. That's the first announcement. But that's not why we're here today. Today is a very different type of announcement. So Troy's going to go through Dreamland here for a second and tell you about our journey. Uh, like I said, we started Option Omega as traders. We've all traded at different times. Rusty, Matt, and I, we all learned in our different ways. We all were intrigued by different types of options trading, but we all went through the same journey. We launched this tool as options traders, and the journey has continued. We've also said from the beginning that we are not educators. Like you guys, we are traders who are learning as we go. Some of us are further along in the journey than others, but it is a journey, and you never get to the destination. One of the things we've noticed through the about 2 years now of Option Omega is there are three types of education we have found. Number one is the basic stuff that you can find if you Google options education. It's the first thing you go to, it's the thing that you absolutely must learn. which is, what is a call? What is a put? What is an option, right? That's basic stuff, investopedia.com. Go to it, it's a great resource if you're new to options. The second way of education that we have found is what I like to call Shark Fest. I'm going to talk more about Shark Fest in a second. Shark Fest is where you see on Twitter someone posts something and they say, look at my 300% return I just got on NVIDIA. Come follow me for more of my baller trades. I call this Shark Fest because it is Shark Fest. It is a bunch of people who very well could be under the age of 17 who are giving trade advice like they're Warren Buffett. We do not trust those people, and neither should you, straight away. Um, the third type of community are good communities, and they're just that. They're communities. Um, they're online communities of people, and maybe it's a team of people or one person, but they're people who are traders who care about their community. They care about the quality of the stuff they're putting out, and they don't want to lead people astray. So you have this kind of option, options, pun intended, of education. So what do you do in your journey? You go through your 15 trading newsletters that we all sign up for. You hear a dude, you sign up for the newsletter, you put some trades on, you have no idea how to manage that trade, you have no idea what you're doing, you just saw the returns and you signed up. We move on from there. Maybe we join a bunch of discords. Maybe there's 400 discords that you're in right now, and it's overwhelming. Maybe you sign up for some Nigerian princes who have promised a lot of different things in their trading groups. And then suddenly you find yourself missing credit card numbers and things like that. Whatever your journey is, it looks different for everybody. But I think over time we've learned that this is the standard for what options traders have to do, retail option traders. They go through this long journey of trying to figure things out. And maybe you're on one community for 5 months or 6 months, and you realize that's not for you. Maybe you're a different type of trader, because that's the key, isn't it? You're also trying to figure out what type of trader you are during this process. But what we have found, what I know a lot of you have already found, is that you need a community, right? But how do you know which community to choose, right? You can only do so many. There are so many things before your brain explodes. We think we can help with that. And so we are very excited to launch today. If you want to go to it, you can. academy.optionomega.com. What is academy.optionomega.com? It's a couple different things. It is, if you think about academy, what is an academy in the classic Greek sense? An academy was a school of philosophy or schools of philosophy that you could engage in and learn and go deep in. But in today's digital world, it's very hard to figure out what group to get into. This is where we think we can help. So Option Omega Academy is going to be a place that's just that. It's not one way to trade. It's not one community. It is the goal of you going through the very real process of becoming an options craftsman, someone who understands fundamentally what you're doing and why you do it. The way we think we can help is, instead of joining one community and figuring out 5 months in that it's not your style of trading, we want this to be a place where you can log in, sign up for a course, and try it out. Try a teaching style out. Try a strategy out. Within that, there's a couple things that happen. You can take one course to increase your mastery. If there's something on here that you see that you're like, oh, I didn't think about that style of trading, you can sign up for that, right? And you can do it and you can level up that way. It can also be a place where you can take courses and figure out what type of learning style you like. Once you figure that out, you can then join that person's community, because this is the goal. We are not options educators. We care about options. We care about y'all. We have a community that we're passionate about, and we're traders, but we're not educators. And we don't want to lie to you. We don't want education to be a cheap tool that gets you to use our tool, our back tester. We don't want that. We think education is invaluable to the process of being a good options trader. So, what we've done is we've asked people who we feel very confident that you might not like their style, but they have skin in the game. They are people that have communities, they have people who are honest, and they are people who are real traders. And that is the point of the academy. We want to be a place of education where you can learn from real traders who do real trades, not some theoretical spoofing of Robinhood. A place where we know and we have vetted people who trade for real. So, what I wanted to do real quick is I want to just scroll through and kind of show you the process we're going through. First off, you don't have to be an Option Omega subscriber to, to use this. The courses are completely independent from the back test. You might be new to trading and you have no idea uh, about back testing. That's okay. This is what this process is going to look like. You can sign up to Academy, take a course, take 2 courses, take as many as you want, figure out your style, and then jump into a community. From there, if the community suggests back testing, that's awesome. But the community might not suggest back testing. Either way, we feel comfortable saying that this is the type of education that will lead to good risk management, to becoming a good trader over time. So we're very excited about it. And today, right now, we're launching with 3 courses. And I want to talk about those 3 courses real quick, and then we'll go from there. The first course you see is from Navigation Trading, a friend of the program, someone who's been in the game a long time. I've spoke to this over the time we've had him on the Cigar Lounge. I took courses from him when I was first learning, and he was gracious enough to do a course on here with a very specific strategy, Power Hour. For those who don't know, Power Hour is 3 to 4 p.m. And in this strategy, in this course, you'll learn one strategy, exactly what it is, 3 to 4. He will go through the mechanics of it. Uh, and so the benefit of it, you will learn the strategy, but more important than that, you will learn the type of educator he is. And if navigation is something you want to go with, A, we highly recommend it. But B, this will be a place where you can quickly figure that out. No more 6 month, 9 month going through the rigmarole, getting 4,000 emails from 4,000 educators. A quick place where you can see if this is the type of trading style that you want. So we're very excited to launch that course, and you can read about it there. The next course we're going to go to is the systematic 14-day strategy. We like this strategy because what it's doing is, in a world of 0-day options, it's giving you a little farther out, right? It's by our good friend Eric O'Rourke. And it too is a strategy that is something that you could quickly adapt. But more importantly, again, you can figure out what type of educator Eric O'Rourke is. Eric O'Rourke runs alphacrunching.com, and he does a great job of teaching. So that, again, that's something that you can jump in on. The third course today we want to talk about is a free course, and it is spreadsheeting for traders. And with that, we have a very special guest today, Mr. David Sun, who's going to tell us about that course. David, how you doing? I can't hear you, David.
There we go. All right,
There we
Troy,
go.
Matt, how's it going? Glad to be here.
Good, man.
And
Thank you.
I apologize if my podcast front ran your announcement because it dropped at 1 o'clock sharp with the title Introducing Option Omega Academy. But yeah, no, really excited to do this. For those that who are not familiar with me, I have a options podcast. I do a lot of content, a couple strategies I teach, and I do a lot of stuff with worksheets, Google Sheets, spreadsheets, and a lot of tools that kind of really deep dive and help you analyze your trading and also help with analyzing back tests, such as, I do a lot of stuff with Option Omega. And I've done stuff in the past where I'll take the back test and I'll post process and try to get some, you guys have done a good job, with the portfolio view, doing like Sharp ratio and MARB ratio and all that. But I've really kind of taken it to the next level where sometimes I want to like deep dive and look at specific time frames, look at different metrics. But I have tools set up where you can do it very quickly and blend strategies. And in any case, the point of spreadsheeting for traders is just taking all of the tools and tips and hacks that I've learned over the last, 4.5 years of building spreadsheets. And if you look back, for those who have followed my podcast for some time and look at some of my earlier tools, like the difference between then and now is just kind of night and day, the kind of dynamic, stuff you can do and change. And if you haven't had a chance, you can go to my trading page at thetradebusters.com and look at all of those. But with this course, yeah, this was really timely. Troy, when you reached out, I don't know, it was 2 weeks ago. It felt like it was so fast. 2 weeks ago, you reached out and kind of floated this idea. And in the past, I've had a lot of people reach out to me about doing some kind of video version of some of my content because, with the podcast format with audio only, it's fine for interviews or just kind of jamming about some topic. But with the spreadsheet stuff specifically, understandably, it's it helps to have a video, right? A picture says 1,000 words. So I, for various reasons, just never got around to doing YouTube. I did it for a little bit, and I made a few videos, but just again for various reasons that never really took off. So the initial videos in this course will be sort of like from the archive, so to speak. So I mentioned it I made a new intro video, but basically, if you hear me talk about the YouTube channel and like and subscribe, that's why. But I plan to do a lot more content. Spreadsheet for Traders was the initial one because, again, I had that content already available. But now with this avenue to kind of put out the video content, I'm probably going to do some stuff on some of the strategies you guys have heard about, Theta Engine or ERN. Probably gonna do some, I started doing some backtesting specific episodes in my podcast called Backtesting Best Practices. I kind of want to dive into that, and that's kind of tangential to the spreadsheeting stuff, but big content specifically to pitfalls of backtesting. And I think Matt, you guys have a backtesting bootcamp course you're gonna do that's probably gonna have a lot of that stuff. But again, just this all the things I've learned, nuances, backtesting, how to get the most context out of it. So that's the stuff I'm kind of looking forward to putting out. And now that this is out here, I'm happy to, you guys know where to find me, in my Discord or in the Option Mega Discord. If there's some kind of specific, hey, like I wish I could do this, I want to, analyze in a certain way. I'm happy to, feel free to message me. And if you have questions and if there's some topic I can just kind of bang on a video, again, this will be a great avenue for me to just put that out there and I can probably put up pretty quickly. So, yeah, that's what it's about. Glad to be a part of this, and thanks for having me on.
Awesome, Dave. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, David.
So another thing I wanted to talk about real quick. One of the reasons we decided to do this is because we launched Option Omega right when 0-day really took off. And if you've noticed in options education land, there's not a lot of content. It might feel like it's everywhere, but if you look at the larger landscape, there's not a lot of content. And the type of content that's coming out, quite honestly, has not been too impressive with us. And so one of the ways we want to help options traders is we want to be a space where 0-day can really flourish and 0-day education can really flourish. And so we're going to be having a lot more courses coming out focused on 0-day. To the point about education, there's a lot of different types of education that you can do. You can do video courses, you can do other things. We are going to have people who are doing live trading classes that walk with you. We're going to be having people who do video courses that are kind of pre-recorded, but you get all the steps, all the setups. We want it to be a place where there's different types of education all in one place. And again, being a good options trader over time requires understanding different schools. Even if you don't adhere to that school of philosophy for options trading, you still need to know it. You need to know about telehedging. You need to know about trading credit spreads. You need to know about calendars and time spreads. You need to know about these things. We want to provide a place where you can do that. So this is also three real dudes, Matt, Rusty, and Troy. I am Troy, speaking in third person now. And one of the things about this is we are learning as we go too. So saying that to say, speaking of learning, we've been very honest. We launched this thing, software engineers and a previous business owner, also running a SaaS company. So with that, we have a very special marketing announcement, and we're trying to do marketing. So if you look at me and not the face, nobody's really ever looked at the face, and no one's ever really looked at the chest either. But very special. The first two people who sign up for either three of the courses, either three of them, either one of the three, another way to put that, is going to get the very limited edition, extremely limited edition, because there's two left. I beat the backtest shirt. Option Omega, I beat the backtest. It is what it is. That's the goal, is to beat the backtest, right?
And just for clarity, that's not a Troy Warren shirt. You're going to be getting a brand new shirt. You're not getting that actual one.
If you want a brand new shirt, that's fine. It's fine. Secondly, we are working on some new special gear for ourselves. And so, Matt, if you can unroll the new special gear.
Oh, yes.
In printing right now, we have a new shirt, the new fall collection of Option Omega. And the first 25 people who sign up for one of the paid courses, one of the two paid courses, is going to get the new limited edition Option Omega long sleeve t-shirt. Beautiful, classic, clean. It's beautiful. So to recap, oh, there it is right there. It's beautiful. Bam. To recap, botting. People want it. We're working on it. We think you'll like it when we're ready. We won't release it till we're ready. That's how good software works. Number two, we are launching an education site. We want it to be a way for people to learn different schools of philosophy in a very quick and timely manner, rather than going through a 6-month process of trying out 4 different communities. That's our goal. And then finally, we just want to say thank you. We are not masters of any of this. We're all on this journey together, but we are working very hard to make options education, options trading, a place where retail traders can have tools to be sustainable, to actually make it to the end. Anybody can make a winning trade and make 400% and put it on Twitter. We're not about that. And we know you guys are not about that either. So our job and our goal is to build tools and build communities where people, and point to communities where people can see this game through to the end, see it through to the end of the journey. So with that being said, we appreciate you. We don't do this a lot. We don't try to hype you up. We thought it was worth hyping up because we think it's important to learn trading by real traders. So with that being said, we appreciate you guys. Matt, do you have anything you want to say before we head out?
Just thank you. We appreciate, we iterate on the back tester quickly and rapidly, and we try to base our continuing things that we're working on the feedback that we get. So keep putting us through the ringer, keep making suggestions. We read them, we really take them to heart. As you know, we have done our best to build an extremely responsive community, and that's credit to you guys who love the product and who use the product every day. And so we appreciate it. This is something that also was asked for by a lot of people. So we find a lot of value in the classes because we've watched them. So uh, keep your eye on it. We're going to be adding a lot more to it. And just one other thing, the development of Academy has been done primarily by Troy and I, and Rusty as well. But the continued work on the back tester, and as Troy mentioned, the work on the bot has not been slowed down by us doing this. So we're full steam ahead. This is the most active we've ever been as far as uh, developing OO. So we're going full bore.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. And thank you for all the comments in the chat. I'm just going to fly through a couple of these. I think most of them probably got answered. There are somebody asked about course prices. There's a free course at launch. There's going to be more free courses coming. The prices of each course are going to vary. Let's see what else we have. Lots of comments about people being excited. Thank you. Some specific teacher comments. Thank you. Yes, we've, these are people that we know and work with and really respect. So something interesting. Final thought. We're launching with 3 courses. There's so much confusion in this space. There's a lot of people doing options education. I'm in both Eric and Steve's communities personally, and you see what they're doing. They tell you what they're doing. You can look at their P&L. They tell you what the trades are. So them teaching with the track record they have has a lot of value. And I would encourage you to check out both their communities, David's community as well, of course. But we value that authenticity. So it's there. So thank you guys again. We appreciate everybody's support.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good day, and we will talk to you soon.